Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Erica Delta, with a new moon reading for February 2016. And I'm really cold right now, but this is where Spirit wanted me to do this read. Even though Spirit knows that I'm still getting over that silly little cold thing. Okay, this is where we're at today, so let's just do it, right? Our circle is cast in spirit and light and everything that is holy and right. We're going to call in Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel to hold space for us. Ancestors of the north, south, east, and west. Nature, spirit, and guides out here in the forest with us today. I know, I get out here every day and still when things fly around my face, I freak out. Okay, we got this. It's cold. Welcome, spirits, even you little flying ones. Great Spirit, in all your forms, we know that you're always with us, and we just welcome you, invite you to this circle, and ask that you give us clear, loving message today in our read. We also have Archangels Zadkiel, Jophiel, Zandalphal here with us. Our new moon this month is in Aquarius. And Aquarius is a big friendship, love energy, but not friendship in the sense of humanitarian, outside of yourself. Taking that expression, how may I serve you, but not just here with the person across the table from me, but globally, just out in the cosmos. It's big, big energy. I know that when I ask, how may I serve you, I mean that with all the love in my heart. And that question isn't just for those around me and my tribe and my circle, but I'm asking Great Spirit that question. How do I serve you today? What do you need from me? How do you want to move the light through this day, through my existence? And that's what this Aquarius new moon energy is about. It's inventive solution. It's revelations, those aha moments. So if you have been working on something and you're really needing an aha moment, you need a solution and you need it now, this new moon energy is that energy that's going to give us that kind of resolve that we've been looking for. So it's also the energy of this new moon is going to help us manifest, because I just flipped 4 cards and they're all earth cards, so it's really about manifesting. We just came out of Imbolc also, February 2nd. That's that right before springtime, winter's almost over, you can really start to feel the days get longer kind of energy. And I'm looking at 4 earth cards right now. So with this new moon, we can set magical workings, prayer, intentions, whatever your word is, to really start to plant the seeds so we can manifest and see the results. So our new moon stands in the night of Earth. This energy is really about getting serious and just, okay, I know the beginning of the year was really rocky and challenging, and we were all just bringing up all this stuff that needed to be healed in relation to health and family and finances. It was like different for everybody, but it was huge, big stuff coming up. We did our research, we did our homework, we kept showing up even when we didn't want to, and now we can start looking at the inventive solutions that are going along in hand with this. We have the resources and the right people to talk to. So now it's time to buckle down and get the work done. Okay? That's where we're at in the new moon. first quarter. This will be the first step, the first real sense at the first quarter this month, which is on the 14th. Around the 14th, you're going to really start to get the sense of completion. Not like 100% resolved, this problem's behind me, there's work to come, but a real sense of this first chapter's over, we can move on to the next. Full moon this month is the 22nd. So we're standing in the new moon on the 8th, and we know that it's time to buckle down and start taking these resources and information that we've gathered in the past weeks. And remember, new moon is like a clean slate. So let's just focus and buckle down. First quarter, we start to get those aha moments coming in, the revelations. Yet that full moon's going to come around, and ego's just going to want to play with us. The 5 of Earth, we start creating these fears in our mind. And you know that they're fears, and it's the mind just messing us. It's we're working from this space. And then all of a sudden the full moon starts to rise, and we come back up in here, and those fears around, can we really heal this? Is this really worth it? What if the universe isn't listening? Whatever your fear sounds like. But the goddess comes in and says, shh, just breathe. Just breathe through it. Okay, so last quarter is on March 1st. Between the full moon and the last quarter, we're going to have another sense of completion. So the aha moments and revelations that we get at first quarter, between full moon and last quarter, there's going to be another sense of completion. Another piece to the puzzle. That's it. Another piece to the puzzle. That feels right. Not that all of this is just going to magically go away. It's not going to... Healing doesn't work like that. It's a process. It's showing up every day. And yet after the full moon and right before last quarter, there's going to be that sense of, wow, okay, another piece to the puzzle. This is coming together, that we feel the resolve. And at last quarter, we have 4 of Earth. And I'm looking at the picture on this card right now, and she's got a really intense look on her face. That's what I'm really drawn to. Almost like she's taking it way too seriously. And she doesn't need to. It's a beautiful piece of work, the art. And there's this little fairy sitting next to her, just kind of kicked back. But the bigger picture, and my dog's thinking she needs to move. Lay down, baba. Ándale, acuéstate. Lay down. So yeah, 4 of Earth. Sometimes, I know there's work to be done. I know that there's a lot of healing to be done, but taking it too seriously just drains your energy level. And then when you're needing to show up for your friends and loved ones in your tribe, it just becomes exhausting. So being cautious is good, listen to your inner guide, yes, but don't take it so seriously. Right on top of that, when we pulled from the Earth medicine deck, we have the lotus flower, and I actually just did a read, a daily read with this card, and the download, excuse me, oh, that hurts. Oh my goodness. Come on, Raphael, just make it settle down so I can finish this recording. Oh man, that one hurt. Ooh, hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Okay. So the lotus flower, if you guys know, where are you going? You're gonna fall, silly. The lotus flower, its roots are actually like in this really thick mud stuff, and it comes up, the flower comes up just on top of the water in the morning with the sun, and then it goes back down under into the dark, cold water. I say cold because everything's cold right now. But that whole process, if you look at the soul's journey, is kind of like that. We go into the dark, we find these fears, we pull them out into the light, clean it up, and then we go back for more. And we're just kind of going back and forth. And that's what this process is about. It's not that you're unstable or anything's wrong with you. It's just part of healing the soul. We go into the darkness, we grab this stuff. That's, shamanic journey work is about going into the underworld and reaching for these fragments of the soul and bringing them back out and putting the pieces back together so that the whole can be complete for ascension. So this lotus flower sitting here in last quarter is that reminder, that message. That sometimes we need to go into the dark to pull out these fragmented pieces of the soul and continue to do the journey work, the soul healing work. Know this too shall pass. With both the tens, with this 10 of earth here in the first quarter and this 10 of air between full moon and last quarter, there'll be two huge aha moments for you this month. Two really big downloads that will reassure you that everything is as it should be and healing is happening. Even when it feels like it's not. There's a lot more clarity this month, a lot more of that rebirth energy happening on our planet, and if you're tuned in and tapped into your planet, you will feel it. You will feel it move through your life. You will start to feel the aha moments. You'll see the healing start to come full circle. So don't give up. I know it's been crazy. You don't have to tell me. I'm living it. But I also know that with all the research that I've been doing the past months and all my homework that I've been doing, making these calls and connecting to people, reaching out and sharing my story with my sisters, that the resolve is coming. And not quite how I expected, which is really kind of fascinating and amazing to see how spirit works when I let spirit work and not try to control things. I think really it surprises me. I talk about it all the time. I do it all the time, not just talk about it. But my prayer practice and my meditation practice are right up there with drinking water and brushing my teeth, eating healthy. Like, it's just part of my everyday. And it still amazes me how many people aren't. And it works. It really, really, truly works. The days in this next moon cycle are really going to go up and down. In those low moments, when that lotus flower is going back underneath the water, you've got to remember to do your breath work. You've got to remember to connect with spirit. Do your daily prayer and meditation practices. Connect with that sacred space within. It's not outside of you. You've got to go within. If meditation feels challenging, you can do chanting. You can do, active meditation where you're like walking or jogging. There are so many ways to quiet the mind. Remember, it's only about quieting it, like just bringing it down to a whisper. The mind will never completely shut down. It wasn't designed to do that. Even when we fall asleep, we go into dreamland, and that's a whole experience in itself. So the idea of shutting the mind off, you guys, get off it. It's not, the mind wasn't designed to do that. You can quiet it. You can bring it down to a still hum, if you will, and you do that with chanting. You do that with active meditation. So if you can't sit still and just be, which takes some mastering, then start with active meditation. Start with chanting mantras. That helps bring your focus down to one solid thing, and the next thing you know, it's quiet. So those low moments this month, coming out of first quarter will be one of those moments, into the full moon. Full moon's going to be a little bit heavy. Some of those fears are going to come up, but that's okay, because some of the banishing work you can do this full moon is self-sabotage. So if you know what your self-sabotaging little triggers are, this full moon coming up in February on the 22nd, you can do some work around that. Flush them down the toilet, write them on a piece of paper, burn them, send them back up to the cosmos. So one of those lows will be after first quarter, heading into full moon, and the full moon will be a little challenging. It's going to want to take all this healing work that you've done in the past days and just blow it up and say it's not worth it. We can't do this. You're not good enough. You're not worthy to be healed. All that stuff that comes up for all of us. Just breathe through it. Do your meditations. Connect with spirit. Connect with Zadkiel. He's an amazing archangel whose energy is about compassion and love. Love at the level of ecstasy, like just that far out there blissful love energy. So tap into his energy in those low moments this month. Sandoval is a beautiful archangel. I mean, if you're having challenges creating a daily prayer practice, Sandoval is a beautiful archangel, because he's actually he delivers the prayers, if you will. Not that prayers need delivering like the postal service, but that's kind of his role. So if you got like a prayer about health, Archangel Sandoval sends it off to the angels of health, or the angels of money, or the angels of healthy relationships. But wherever your prayer needs to go out there in the cosmos and the universes and galaxies, Archangel Sandoval helps get that going in the right direction with his little GPS system. So tap into his energy this month. Jophiel is here to help us with meditation. And that's where those downloads right now are coming through, about sharing with you guys about how meditation doesn't have to be just sitting still. Eventually you will get there. But if you're not there today, do some mantra chanting, do some walking. And by walking out in nature, I mean you don't take your cell phone with you. You disconnect from the world and just get out there and walk. And really, my teacher, actually, I remember a beautiful teacher years ago, would have us walk in groups, and we would walk along a person, and we would find each other's step and walk in the same rhythm. And you talk about focus. Like, by the time we got from here to where that tree is over there were no thoughts in your mind. You were just, and because it was kind of like a game, you didn't want to lose step with your partner. And then we had to switch different partners, and it was really fun to pick up on different people's energies. Some kids in the class thought it was fun. Others were like, this is stupid. But I loved it. Because you really got into it, and it was really challenging, especially if it wasn't somebody that you were energetically close to let your energy move with theirs and then create that step where you guys were stepping the exact same time. That was a fun one to do, and that's a form of meditation. So prayer and meditation, that's what's going to get us through this next month as we continue to heal and move through our soul's lessons. That's really the message this month. Inventive solutions. So time to step away from what you think is working, because maybe it's not, and that's why you still find yourself in this, why are things not working for me? Why can't I come out of this dark space? It's time to get inventive with the solutions. Maybe tradition's not working, so toss it aside and reach out to people and hear how other people are doing stuff, and maybe you'll learn something, and maybe you won't. Maybe you'll realize, oh no, you know what, my way was working, and go back to it. But it's time to get a different perspective, and the new moon in Aquarius will bring us that energy to open up that channel and look for inventive solutions. And yeah, that's what today's read's about. Okay? I pray that this message serves you. Don't forget to laugh a lot this month. A lot of that beautiful energy out there with the Aquarius new moon. Okay? Tuning in, seeing if there's any last minute It's really peaceful out here. As cold as I am, I'm really grateful that this is where Spirit said we were going to be doing this. Okay, but I can't feel my fingers, so I am going to send you all lots of love and the best wishes for this February 2015. Thank you for being here with me again. And I pray that this serves you and helps you in some way. And if it can help someone else, please don't hesitate to share. All right? That's what we're all here to do. Share the love. Thank you from my heart to yours. Mwah. Ciao.